Morning, guys. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. What was it? I thought you were trying to tell me something. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. She is your host, I don't even know how to say her name. Yamicha Jojo Wada, so what better place to be than here with her?
Who am I? You keep forgetting.
The only live past crazy, because it's like an in-between, but like not in-between
It
kind
should
of
be
thing.
the same.
Believe me.
I'm just saying it should be
She's the only live past crazy specialist, so what better place to be than here with her?
Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday.
Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
It's Valentine's Day.
That's a thing, Valentine's Day Eve?
Absolutely not. I just made that up.
Oh. Okay. So this is the Fearless Morning Show car edition. And we are on our way this morning. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm a speed demon. I think I used to be a race car driver. And I'm very proud of the fact that I'm a race car driver. Not, the speed demon part. But the race car driver part. Please be safe out here in these streets and don't be driving crazily.
Good morning, Miss Kimberly.
Good morning, and how do you do? I'd like to introduce myself to you. Right? I'm going to park right here and hope nobody thinks that we're strange. All right. Let me grab my book. I hope you guys... Did you guys watch the show on yesterday? I hope you did. Good morning. Huh? Yes, I say on yesterday. She says, good morning, Rosie, and the color red looks good on you. Great morning, Miss Valerie. All right, guys. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, the car edition. We are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. Rosie is thinking she's extremely cute with her hair out today, and she's looking lovely in her red. Rosie made up a thought. Today is Valentine's Day Eve. Would you like to come over here and say it again? It's Valentine's Day Eve. All right. So if you guys watched the show, I hope you guys have been watching this week, because I think we've had some great topics and good conversation. And I hope that you are sharing the video. Today, I have 2 questions for you. 2 questions for the Fearless Thought of the Day. And oftentimes I give you guys things to think about. And it's because I'm thinking about them. And they cause you to pause and to decide where you're going, how you're going, when you're going, and who's going with you. More importantly, that's the most important part. Who is going with you on this journey? Because that is essential. So the first question is, what is your intent? What is your intention of your day? What is your intent for the morning? What is your intent when you first wake up? What is it that you want to accomplish besides complaining? What is your intent for the day? So the Fearless Thought for the day is, what is your intent? That's the question I want you to ask yourself. What are you intentional about today? What will you be intentional about today? And how you start your morning is how your day will go. And y'all know how I feel about complaining and complainers. So if you're starting your morning in the complaining mode, absolutely nothing will go right for the rest of the day. That I can almost guarantee you. So set your intentions in the morning. Do you plan, as Miss Valerie says, to have a great morning? Do you plan to have a great day? Or are you planning to complain because you had to wake up and your alarm went off and you have to go and sit in traffic and take kids and drop them off and deal with people? What is your intent for today? And then, good morning. Way early, honey. Way early. Good morning, Danielle. Danielle, that is my daughter's middle name. So what is your intent for the day? And then also, what is your intention when you interact with other people? What is your intention? What do you want people to walk away with after they encounter you? So my name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? I want you to know after you interact with me that there is life past crazy. I want you to know that you can take any one of my 5 steps and start to live past crazy. I want you to know that you can take my new rules to the new you and develop whatever it is that you need to do. Or finding new friends. We got those things because I'm increasing my circle. I love my friends, but I'm looking for new purpose partners who can help me take what I see to help me see it here. And I have rules and guidelines for that so that you can take something and apply that. So that is my intention when I meet you, that I leave you as a seed planter, lead you with something that perhaps makes you think, or as an action person, make you want to do something different. So what is your intent for today? What is your intention when people interact with you? And then the third question, I said I only had 2, but the third question for today is what was my third question? What was your reason for saying yes? What was your reason for saying yes to the thing? So oftentimes I think we voluntarily or involuntarily participate in our crazy in our lives. But what is your reason for saying yes to continue to live in your crazy? So you can define crazy however you want. If it's your kids, your husband, your job, your friends, your family, your coworker, whatever it may be that you define as crazy, why do you keep saying yes to it? What is the result that you're getting by continuing to say yes to the chaos? So I think a lot of times y'all have heard me say this, we become addicted to the story and the result that we get from telling the story. So if I can always tell you life is hard, I'm a single mother and I'm living paycheck to paycheck and I hate my job and there's just no gas and I have no money and all men are stupid, the end result that I'm getting is that I'm getting your sympathy and that you're feeling sorry for me. And perhaps if I tell you I don't have enough money long enough, you'll give me money. And sometimes we are attached to the end result of our story. And that's why we don't want to move past our crazy. Because if I can no longer tell the story that I'm associated with, then what am I going to tell? If I can't tell you, oh, well, I'm a single parent who's just making it day by day. If I can't tell that story and complain about it, what story will I tell? And that means that was going to require action. That means that's going to require a new thought process or a new way of living or a new way of thinking. Maybe that's going to require me to get outside of my crazy. And number 1, check myself to see if I'm willingly participating in my crazy. Because sometimes if we're willingly participating in our crazy will continue. It will not only continue, it will multiply. And then it's going to spread to our children, our family, our friends, our work. Have you ever met anybody? Good morning, Dee. I have met people where their crazy is so overwhelming, there's not a part of their life it doesn't touch. And I have to build myself up to talk to them because I know I'm going to be emotionally and physically drained after. Are you that person? So what is your reason for saying yes to continue in the thing that you hate? What is your reason for saying yes for continuing to because at this point I am voluntarily putting myself inside of crazy. I am voluntarily hurting myself. I am voluntarily frustrating myself, making myself mad, passing along to my children, passing along to my coworkers. I am voluntarily taking on all of that pressure and pain because I continue to say yes to the crazy. So that's the question today. Are you going to continue to say yes? And if so, let's get real. Let's get honest about the answer to yes. So yesterday was Take Action Tuesday, and the action yesterday was to take, I said 15 minutes, but I didn't think you could last 2 of doing nothing with no phone, no book, no nothing. Just get in the bathtub and sit still and do nothing. My first time doing that, I lasted 2.5 minutes. To be alone with your thoughts, because it is at that point when you have the reality of your own participation of perhaps in your own crazy that you like to tell people is crazy, but it's really you not wanting to identify what the crazy is. So you continue to manifest it because you don't want to stop it, because that will require work. Right. Thank you, Danielle. I'm not after the dollars, boo. I'm after that destiny. Yes to the ma'am. Danielle, you have earned a spot on the quote wall today. We are after destiny over here. And as seed planters, because it is my hope that I share something that plants a seed in somebody that they can plant it in somebody else. And eventually, as Miss Margaret said, we will hashtag change the world. I am my sister's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. And so who am I not to share what I've... And here's the thing. There's no difference between you, me, and anybody else. It is our intent that is different. It is our intention that is different. And it is our reason for saying yes that makes us different. You have all the things that the greatest of men have had. 2 hands, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 feet, and a mouth, and a tongue to speak. So when you realize that the difference between you and somebody you admire is their intent, their intention, and why they're saying yes. And then, my friend, when you start lining that up, I promise it's going to become a lot easier to set your intentions, to be intentional about who you meet, how you communicate, because your words are powerful. When the tongue in your mouth aligns with the tongue in your shoe, you can do some amazing things. You can make things move. If you're a prayer girl and a God's girl, prayer is simply an action. You cannot continue to pray, Jesus, do this for me, and you're not doing the work. This is the problem. This is the answer. You've got to be willing to do the work of the answer. There's not a problem that exists that does not already have a solution. So set your intention every morning. And it's not too late. It's just, 7:30? Set your intention for the rest of the morning. Even if that's too hard, set your intention for the next 30 minutes. And in those 30 minutes, be intentional about your conversation. So we always talk about confessions and conversations. So here is mine for today. So my confession for today is that sometimes when I come to work, right, when I get to work, I have people that come to my desk, and I can be intentional about my conversation. If we're going to start off with gossip, if we're going to start off with bad news, how are we going to start off? I'm intentional about that thing, about what you can bring, because I protect my energy, what you can bring and what you cannot bring. So be intentional about that. What is your intent for today? Be intentional about who you talk to, who you meet with, and why are you continuing to say yes? What was your reason for saying yes for everything in your life? What is the reason for saying yes to the crazy? What is your reason for saying yes to the change? What is your reason for saying yes to continue where you are? What is your reason for saying yes to get up every day to go to the job you hate? What is your reason for saying yes to staying in that abusive relationship? What is your reason for saying yes to accepting less money on your job? What is your reason for saying yes to continue to have a friendship with a person that the friendship is not working either way? You're not good for them and they're not good for you. What is your reason for saying yes to that? And once we have that answer, then it's going to be easier to set your intent. It's going to be easier to be intentional about the people you talk to and the people that interact with you. It is a privilege to be your friend, just as it is a privilege to be my friend. And you should respect that for everyone. So that's the fearless thought of the day. 3 questions. What is your intent? What is your intention? And why are you saying yes? So think about that today. And it all, of course, starts with being quiet first, because you got to work with yourself first to get the answer. And then, my friend, you're able to go and do the things that you need to do. Until such time, I can guarantee that the crazy will continue. I can guarantee that the chaos will continue. It absolutely will not stop for any reason. So be mindful of that today. Be intentional about what you say. What you're living right now is a result of what you thought last year, last month, last week, yesterday. How you felt last night is how you're waking up this morning. So if you're having a hard time setting your intent for the morning, start with the first 30 minutes and then be intentional with those first people that you meet when you coming into work. Set the intent for the day. Be intentional about who you interact with. I'm always looking for new purpose partners to add to my circle. I have 3 so far. So I love for you guys to be part of my, be one of my purpose partners. So please, I encourage you to reach out to me. Of course, there's a list, and everything that's on my list, I am also willing to give. I'm not asking for things that I'm not willing to give as well. So I'm willing to be the purpose partner for someone else. I'm willing to do the work, but you got to be willing to do the work to see what you want to see, to do what you want to do. So if you missed any of the shows this week, I encourage you to go back and watch. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, we do have a YouTube channel with over 330 shows. So you can binge watch the Fearless Morning Show over there. Today, please be intentional, set your intent, and let's answer the question, to why are you saying yes? The first step to all of it is to admit maybe one, our participation. Right, Miss Margaret, working together is powerful. One is, what is our participation? Are we willingly participating in our crazy? Are we intentional about, oh, Miss Margaret said good morning.
Come on,
Are
Miss
we
Margaret.
willingly doing those things that are driving me crazy? Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Lynn. I didn't see Lynn. Come on. Good morning, Lynn. I was busy talking, as y'all can tell. So good morning, Lynn. So what are your intents, your intention? And so the first thing you have to do is be honest with yourself. Are you willingly participating? And are you the person that is causing it all? I'm just asking. So think about that today. Because what's the day? Hump Day Wednesday? And if you watch Margaret in the mornings, it's Work Day Wednesday. Isn't that right, Margaret? It's Work Day Wednesday. So I'm just saying, guys, let's have an intent. Let's be intentional. Let's think about why we said yes to the thing. If it is your job, please reach out to Miss Margaret. Schedule a call with her because she is your job coach. If you need help with that resume or perhaps getting another job, she's the person you need to talk to help you do that. If you are ready to, maybe it's your finances, then your girl is Lynn Demmons, who is America's #1 rebound coach. Yes, she said it, America's #1. Reach out to Lynn, and that's bit.ly/talk to Lynn with a capital L in that. And if you're ready to live past crazy, then you can reach out to me, and that is livepastcrazy.com. You can sign up over there, or you can send me a message inside of Facebook, and I will be glad to help you get started on your journey. Yes, Miss Margaret comes on at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. She has a radio show, so I'm sure she will post her information down below for you. So that is the Fearless Thought for the day. What is your intent? What is your intention? And why are you saying yes to the thing that is continuing to cause the crazy in your life? All right, guys, my name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? I hope you've enjoyed the show. Please make sure you share it, because sharing is caring. I am my sister's keeper. We do have t-shirts that are available, so if you would like one, please send me a message so I can send you the link so you can purchase one. And we are #changing the world. If you want to change the world t-shirt, reach out to Miss Margaret and she'll be glad to get. Where's my t-shirt at, Rosie?
Huh?
Where's my Change the World t-shirt?
What do you mean?
I mean, where's my Change the World t-shirt? I'm speaking about it, and I realized I purchased one. And Roseline wore it. Would you like to care to come into this conversation?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
She has no idea, Miss Margaret. The t-shirt that I bought for myself that she took from my closet.
I did not do such things. You let me wear it.
And I've yet to see it returned back to my room.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
I am #changing the world, one t-shirt at a time. Make sure you get yours from Miss Margaret, and Rosie's going to return mine to me. Set your intent. Be intentional and figure out why you saying yes to that thing, y'all. We've got to stop this crazy. We've got to. I know. She wrong. You see that? She said you dead wrong for stealing my t-shirt.
I didn't steal it. I simply borrowed it for an extended amount of time.
She borrowed it for an extended period of time. Okay, she took my shirt. That means I never see it.
Take your shirt. I can give it back if I want to.
Okay. All right, guys. Today, what is your intent? If you can't set your intent for the whole day, set it for the next 30 minutes. Be intentional with your words, your thoughts, and your actions. Do that with the first few people that you meet for the day. Let your conversation be intentional. And thirdly, why are you continuing to say yes to the things that are driving you freaking up the wall that you insist on holding on to, my sister and my brother? Why do we insist on holding on to crazy? For dear life, no one is dragging us down. I just want to know. And once you figure that out, I promise you will be able to set your day, and you will be a little less stressed than you normally are. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Please make sure you share the video, and I will see you here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.